This will be quick. In the back, we'll go Brad, and then we'll go to the back there. Go ahead.
Coach, you guys, much like Illinois, have struggled on the road this year. Got off to a slow start. What do you attribute that to tonight?
Well, I think it was a combination of things. I thought, their defense was really active at the start of the game, and so was their ball movement. So I think you got to give them credit, for that. Oftentimes we jump to what we didn't do, what we should have done. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the opposition. In the back.
Fran, you kept your same starting five at the beginning of the game, but changed it up at the second half. What was the reason for that, and what did you like? What do you got out of there?
I just thought that that group did some really good things in the first half. In particular, Ahmad Wagner, Bear, Ewell, and I thought those three guys, in the second half were really, really good. Gave us a chance. With their activity level defensively and, getting to the glass and running the floor. And I just thought that's what we needed.
Coach, how similar or different did this feel compared to some of the other road losses
About the
you've
same.
taken? What did you see from your team that you wanted to see different, especially in the second half?
Well, there's a lot of things. I mean, we turned it over 10 times in the first half, 3 times in the second half. I thought we did a better job defending the 3 in the second half. Our ball screen defense still was not what it needs to be. That's collective across the board, so we've got to do a better job as coaches getting our guys to where we can handle that. And that's 5 people. That's not just the people involved in the ball screen.
Here in front.
Michael Finke had been really effective in smaller doses the last few games for Illinois. He had more opportunities tonight. How much of a difference does?
Yeah, he got away from us early, which we didn't want to happen. And once he got going, he's a good player and he's a really good shooter. So I think he was feeling really good, and that's unfortunate because you don't want that to happen, obviously, as the opposing team. So we just got to do a better job there.
Back middle.
Coach, how's Pete? How's his back? Did it affect him more tonight than you thought it might?
I think he's okay. I mean, you have to ask him.
Fran, I know Jordan had the flu bug a little bit, but Cordell, Tyler, and Isaiah didn't play much in the second half. Was that injury related, or just you trying to send those guys a message?
I'm not a message sender. It's not my job description. I love all 3 of those guys, and we need them. I played those other guys, and they were effective, and I stayed with them. That's what happens sometimes when you go with a different lineup at any particular time. Same thing happened in the Maryland game. They ran out of gas, so we went back with some other guys. But the timeouts kept coming, and they were, and I thought Wagner and Ewell and Bear gave us the best chance to win in that 20 minutes. And that's all it was.
Here in front. Right here.
More T-John Lucas for Illinois tonight than in any other game. Does he bring a different dynamic at all, do you think, to the Illinois offense?
Well, I think in some ways he does, but I mean they have depth at that position. They've got guys that can make plays off the dribble and find their shooters. You got Morgan shooting the ball well. I think he's shooting the ball well. He'll obviously shooting the ball well. Coleman Lands. So when you've got 3 guys that can break you down off the dribble and find those guys, it's hard to defend. He's, I think, particularly good at getting in the lane, and he's adept at finding his guys.
Back in the middle.
You had talked about potential lineup changes Monday when we talked to you. Are you firmer in what you thought now, or do you have more thinking to do on that?
I think what we have to do is take a step back and evaluate a lot of things. Certainly starting with right here. Do we not do a good enough job getting these guys ready? We have to do a better job. I mean, we didn't come out ready. It's not their fault. It's my fault. All right, so we got to evaluate that and how we're putting our scouting together and our game plans, and then how can we effectively execute a game plan better than we did in the last 3 games at the start. So, does a change in lineup, is that in order? It could be, but I don't want to say that right now. I think we need to to really take a look at it, study it, meet as a staff, watch the film, start getting ready for Ohio State.
Anything else for Coach?
Thank you.